What up, though? My afro. Get some water. Wanted to talk some more about the passport bros because the more I see these clips on women spouting nonsense that they don't know what they're talking about, it's just the more I gotta comment on the whole movement. For one, let's talk about this. When Waiting to Exhale came out, were all the men talking about, these women are leaving us, they're going to other countries, and yada, 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 because that was what the movie was about. Old girl went and, she wasn't happy. She went to another country, or what is it? Stella got her groove back. Is that what it was? She went to another country. She found herself a Jamaican man and came back. Listen, I know 2 women who went to Jamaica and came back with a husband. And this almost happened to a 3rd woman that I knew. Like that's no joke. Women really do that. They go to Jamaica, they go to these other countries, they come back and they barely even know these guys. Barely even know them. Boom, they marry them. What do we got to say about that? Nothing. That's your business. Now that the brothers are like, you know what? Let's do the same thing. Now the women are coming out in droves like, yakety yak, you guys are going over there to commit all these atrocities to helpless women. It's like, helpless? You ever met a woman from the DR? They're not helpless. You ever met one of these women from, one of these Asian women or Russian women, German women, Jamaican women? You ever met some of these women? They are nowhere near helpless. These women are not helpless. These women are not starving in the street and begging for the American man to bring them home. That's not what's happening. And some of you women have made the comment of, so what if you can't afford child support and can't afford, this, that, and the third over here, how are you going to afford a baby over there? For one, who says that if a man goes and visits over there that he can't stay? You don't understand, the cost of living is another thing that's driving the passport bros to get passports. There's a lot of things that are driving this engine. It's not just women don't want to be traditional. So you got the economy. The economy is just shot up. Rent is just going through the roof. And when you can spend, a third of that in another country and get a traditional, wife and get married, why would you not do that? Why would you not explore that option? It makes just good sense to go where if you want a wife and you want a traditional wife, you go where you can afford it. You ladies are like, you guys can't afford to live here in America and have kids. How are you going to do it over there? That's the whole point. The more expensive it is over here, the more people that lose jobs over here, the more they cut into your pensions, the more you get scammed over here one way or another, the more men that lose their money or they're working hard for their money and they can't keep up with the economy, the more they look to go to other countries. Because it's just different. And these countries are, you don't need to fly 30 hours to, the other side of the planet. You can just, dip right into another country and live there, and it doesn't cost as much as it does here. That's what you women are not understanding. So, and then you women, this is what gets me. You women are like, if you don't pay all my bills, then I'm not going to be, super traditional and stay in my feminine. It's not going to happen. I'm going to cheat on you. I'm going to backtalk you. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to call the police and say that you did something to me that you didn't. Whenever I get mad, I'm going to cheat on you with your brother, cousin, uncle, your dad, the dog. I'm going to totally emasculate you if you can't afford to pay all my bills. But I got news for you ladies. I got news for you ladies. I know some women that men were paying all their bills and they were getting ran through by the gardener or just some rando dude. They were getting ran through. So that doesn't matter if a guy is holding it down. And I mean, you're talking about a Stepford wife, 3 kids getting ran to any old kind of way and was loving it. Women, you no, you don't understand. A man loves loyalty. And if he can't get loyalty, then he's gonna bounce. And like I said, the economy. So let's just say you do find a man. It's just ridiculous that you women are like, I need a man who makes $100K, and you're the one who already has 2 kids. So you want him to walk into your life making $100K, and then when you do the numbers, it's just like the majority of men that make $100K probably don't even live in your area. Now you're fighting up against all the other women who don't have kids. You're 35, they're 25. It's just good luck with that. And then he has to choose you. You women should be looking for a man that makes $40,000 a year. And you should be snatching that dude up. You should be going to work like you've been going to work and be grateful that 42,000 just came into your life. And you should be loving that man like nobody's business. That's what you do. You come home, you're tired, you both share the work at home. That's how it goes. He's tired, you're tired. Hell, you got a dishwasher. Somebody, boom, dishwasher, done. You guys got to think on your feet in this economy because, listen, you women are the homeless. Stop acting like you women are not getting thrown out on your asses. Because if you haven't been looking at the news, they are kicking women and children out of these apartments. They're kicking you out of your houses. They are totally, they don't care about you. We're all we got. These landlords are kicking people out by the apartment loads, by whole projects, and then revamping the projects and won't let you live and won't let you come back in. The rent's just going up sky high. I know because it happened to me. I went from living in a place that cost me $250 to $500. Boom, just like that. Just like that. Now my rent is well over that. Almost $1,000. I mean, just like that. They don't care about us. You women, you're just not thinking. Oh my God. Listen, I'm tell you something. If a woman came into my life and she's a hardworking woman, she worked at freaking a restaurant, waitress, doing 30, 35,000, I would, and she's a good woman. Do you think I wouldn't take her under my, I absolutely would. I 100% would. Because guys don't really care about your income. If that's what she wants to do, and boom, I absolutely would take it. But if she looked at my income and was just like, well, you don't make enough for me, I would be like, that's fine, but tell me up front. But what you women are doing, what you women do, you go and you trap these men. And then you go and commit all these relationship crimes against these men. And then when the man has finally had enough, no disrespect, I couldn't afford to travel to meet for a woman. Listen, I don't make a lot of money, but I save what I make. That's what I do. So if I wanted to go on a trip, I would go, okay, I would look at the trip, look how much it costs, and, save for emergency. Like, I wouldn't just, okay, I got $1,000. I'm going to go to the DR real quick with $1,000. I wouldn't do that. I would make sure I had a good contingent, good backup plan. I would try to make sure I knew somebody that was already over there or went there, or I would, try to go with somebody, meet up with people, stuff like, I mean, I would have a whole plan because you can go over there and get stuck if you ain't got no money. And just in case you guys haven't been noticing, like the Shanquilla Robinson thing, it cost $6,000 for her to get her body back here. Listen, there are people who've been traveling, and these men would run afoul with the police, and the police would say, well, it costs this much for us just to go and investigate. That's how it works in other countries. They'd be like, listen, you pay me so many $1,000s, me and the homies, then we'll go look for the woman who ripped you off, gave you a roofie, and then took all your stuff. Other than that, we're not moving. We don't care. And you think it's what, 20, 30? No, they want a couple grand. So you can't, listen, don't go to these countries if you ain't got at least 2 grand in your pocket. And I don't mean break yourself. I mean, if you don't have 2 grand in your pocket that, can get you back here, don't do it. I'm telling you right now. Don't do it. So yeah, if you don't have that, you can't afford it, I don't blame you. That's not what you can do right now. But that doesn't mean that's not something you can't work towards. That's the black YouTuber. He's trying to go to Thailand. There's this black, he's trying to go to Thailand. Well, good luck with that because going to Thailand ain't cheap. He's trying to go to Thailand because he's been looking at the Zoom to Thailand videos. And he saw Richie with that with Thai Noodle. And Thai Noodle is straight. She got her act together. But what you don't realize is that Richie, he had money. For one, he used to be, in Hollywood. He had money. Also, Richie does the whole Zoom to Thailand. It blew up. It's bringing him in more money. He actually went over there to buy property and found out that you can't own property as a foreigner. That was his whole thing. Plus, Richie knows other people who do that. He just happened to, see Thai, this beautiful Thai woman with these big legs who was, doing his nails or something like that, and he hit on her, and it worked out. You better believe that Richie pays for everything. That nice place that Richie got, she ain't paying for that. Richie pays for that. I mean, when you get a perspective, yeah, it cost, he even broke down how much his rent cost and how much it cost to go and, and treat her and stuff like that. He doesn't spend a lot of money on her doing a lot of extravagant things. And that's the beautiful thing about it. A lot of money that he makes that goes towards her, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to afford her. These women over here want you to spend, 10 grand on them a month. You know what 10 grand does in Thailand? That's why Richie is there. He's like, I can come over here, spend $1 grand on my woman a month, if that. He broke down all the places that he goes to and how much it costs. $15, $10, $20. It just wasn't a lot of money in it. And this is what made all these people go, well, shoot, if it only costs, if his rent is $600, I can do that. I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying, $600, I get a nice place. That's not bad. Plus this, plus that, the other, all together, maybe, $1,500 a month it costs me to live and have a good woman. Why would I not do that? I am checking out the Philippines. Good for you. Listen, I would check out anywhere where the cost of living is not as high as it is here in America, and where there are traditional women, because these women don't understand it's America that's helped pushing that wedge between Black women and Black men, and it always has been. But Black women are they think that it's just us that's doing it. It's like, no, there's men all over this country that are doing the same thing. They're bailing because, listen, the white woman has torn the white man up from the rooter to the tutor. She has told the white man that, he can't even sit with his legs open. She pours bleach on him when he's sitting on the bus. She told the white man that he should be more feminine. Told the white man that, he's too masculine. And told the white man, I'm going to take your house, your children. I'm going to sleep with another man in your house while you're there, and you can't say nothing. Happy wife, happy life. If I'm not happy, I'm going straight to the court system, and I'm going to rip you a new one. I'm going to take your pension. I'm going to take your 401k. You'll never see your kids again. And that's what these white women have been doing. That's what all women have been doing, but the white woman's leading the charge, and the white man has finally said, I've had enough. You don't think the white man is going over it? Shh. I mean, these women have taken the white man's everything. You're not going to emasculate us. Listen, you can parade around homosexuality all you want to, but the men who are not homosexualities, we not dealing with that. We don't even want it in our community. We don't. They're leaving in flocks. In flocks. You can't convince the white man nowadays to marry these white women because they know the court system is in on the whole thing. It's America. They know that divorce lawyers are getting paid. They know it. They know that the Child Protective Services is in on it. They know that one phone call that you did something to your teenage stepdaughter, which isn't even true. One phone call, one inkling. And here's the thing. It doesn't even have to be the woman you're living with or the child you're living with to make that phone call. It could be somebody that saw you at the grocery store and you're talking to your wife and her kid, and you tell the kid, you look pretty today. I like you got your hair up, you look pretty today. And the person who's doing the food thing, taking her money, the woman is jealous because he has a beautiful family. She makes a phone call. Yeah, there's a guy, he said that this 14-year-old girl looks pretty. Police show up, and the guy's like, what's all this? What's going on? Yeah, we got a call that said that, we were just worried, so we want to talk to the daughter by herself. What in the mother, you want to watch? Next thing you know, CPS gets called right there on the scene. You don't even leave the parking lot. CPS gets called, boom, the kid is now entered into the system. It's America. That's what these women don't believe. They don't understand. America's doing this. There are good men out there who want to come home to their wife and kids, but you have to understand, whenever you invite a female into your house, you invite the government. That's it, and that's all. As soon as a woman walks in your house, the government walks in with her. If that woman says anything that you did that you really didn't do, and she reports it to the police, the government has now entered into your house. And everything that you have can be taken away. There are still men who are in jail over a false accusation and don't get out till 10, 20 years later, and then the woman admits she did wrong, but she doesn't do 20 years. That really happened. They sent a teenager to jail. He just hit 18. He was in high school, was a football star. The girl said he kissed her in the elevator, and and she cried foul. She got $1.5 million. He went to jail for 10 years. She finally admitted that she didn't do it. You think she paid that money back? You think she went to jail? Absolutely not. See, these are the things that are chasing men off. Men don't want to do 10 years in jail for something they didn't do and sit around a bunch of other sweaty, angry men smelling their, each other's asshole every day. Like, this is not a party in here. We don't want to be around each other. Men are solitary creatures. Jail is the worst thing for us. We don't want to be a band of brothers. No, we don't want that. And these women know this, and they torture you. And then when you get out of jail, listen, all you can think of is this piece of trash of a human being put me in jail for a false accusation. And you know what it does? You don't trust women after that. And every woman you see, you look as a potential 10 to 25 years. Every little girl that you see, you look as a potential 10 to 25 years. If you're not looking at it like that, it hasn't happened to you. And or you don't know somebody that it's happened to. But when a false accusation lands on your lap and then boys come knocking, when the threat of your whole existence is about to get taken away, you look at women differently. You don't look at women and go, "Oh, I think she's so sexy, and I want to, have a life with her. I want to, I want to have children with her. You don't think that. What you're thinking in the back of your head is, it's only a matter of time before it all blows up." That's how you look at women now. And this is happening all over America. But it's not happening to every race. You don't see people from India, the India Americans, you don't see them going through this. And you mean to tell me the women from India are passive? No, they'll kick your ass. Straight up. But you don't see people in India, you see Hispanic people going through this. You see African American people going through this. You see white people going through this. But a lot of other races, you don't see this. You don't see a lot of other races going through this. You don't see the Chinese going through this. The Chinese Americans, you don't see them going through this. It may happen, but you don't even see Chinese Americans pumping gas, let alone on the news. Correct me if I'm wrong. Do you see Chinese American women leaving their men and dragging them through the court system? It doesn't happen that often. So you don't see it a lot. And there are a lot of them here. You don't see it. You see Black, Hispanic, and white people going through this. And the white women are leading a charge. But now the white women are like trying to come back to the white men because they're like, whoa, we made a mistake. And here's the thing. The women, regardless of what nationality, who have done this, a lot of them have children. And or there are children in their life somewhere, meaning they have nieces and nephews or something. And their nieces and nephews have seen this and they're following suit. Yes, Chinese women date international. Yeah, Chinese women are dating. I'm talking about Chinese on Chinese. Yeah, you don't see a lot of that. But now you're seeing the women who have done this and collected this money and destroyed these men's lives. A lot of them are getting old. And they're not getting remarried. They're complaining on TikTok about dating. But you destroyed your husband's life. You left your husband and you were 38, 39 years old, and you thought that the gardener who was blowing your back out was going to marry you. He's 25, 26 years old. He's not going to marry you. He's going to find him a 22-year-old, and they're going to do their thing. He was just blowing you out because, hey, that's what men do when they're young. They're horny, and you were giving it away. He has no love for you. And when you get out here and put your name on Bumble and stuff like that, you think that the world is going to be like, oh, you're divorced now. Come on, we'll pick up the slack. We'll marry you and, your 3 kids that are teenagers that don't want a stepdad. We'll walk into that situation and then pay for everything. All of a sudden our resources is your resources. And now we're liable for these 3 hellions who can't stand us. Yeah, this is a great situation for us to walk into. This smart mouth little daughter who can't stand us because she's going through whatever. Yeah, and the two boys can't wait to get into a fight with me, stay out all night, and want to get the nobody. No, you're on your own. You're on your own. You're on your own. It's you, your children. Peace be still. That's it. That's what you ladies have to look forward to. A cheating woman, most women like stability and love. Are you a woman? That's cheating. Most women. Are you a woman? Because listen, to say, okay, listen, positive vibes. I don't know if you're a woman or not, but let's just say your comment was okay. Let's compare your comment to reality. Let's do this. And I don't know what nationality you are, so let's just. I don't know what nationality you are. I'm not going to look at your page. That's your business. But when you say most women want stability and love, do yourselves a favor. Look, just do some homework and look at your state. You're Black American. Are you a Black American woman? Okay, you're Black American. So I'm going to assume that you're a woman. But do yourself a favor. Look at your state, whatever state you're in, and then look up the divorce rate in your state among Black American people. Because you're saying most. So the majority. Okay, yes, XX chromosome. Okay, so you're saying the majority of Black women in whatever state that you're in want love and devotion and love and stability. Look up the divorce rate. Just do it. Just for giggles. And look it up. Whatever state you're in, and you will see that your statement is absolutely false. See, you're talking about most of the women that you know. But the statistics will show you that most women do not want stability and love. Because if they did, they wouldn't leave their husbands. And the divorce rate among Black women is like 51, 52% women leaving men. And that number is going up. And the divorce rate among Black people is like 80%. So you have most of the divorce are coming from the woman. They get bored. Infidelity, the majority of time is because of infidelity. You look up the statistics, the woman cheats on the man more than men cheat on women. These are all statistics that you can look up in each state. You can look it up instead of thinking, oh, no, look it up for yourself. And you will find that these numbers are very true. And the numbers are not lying because the numbers are, you know how you get those numbers? The numbers are coming from the state census. Because when you get married by the state, right? By the state and country. So the state has your marriage license. So whenever you file for divorce, you do it through the what? Through the state. Well, it's public knowledge. It's public knowledge. So they can just go and look and then boom and see why these people got divorced. And irreconcilable differences or financial or the kids or just grew apart or, this, that, and the third. But the majority of the time, it's because the woman left the man, and the majority of the time, it's because the woman cheated. So your statement is not true. But the majority of women that you know want love and stability. But here's the thing about that, too. Here's the thing. See, I don't even know if you're still here. I ain't going to address it no more. Well, I'll say this last part. The women who want love and stability, it's a good chance that they had it before and they tossed it away. Oh, you're still here? Okay. Well, the women who want love and stability, it's a good chance that Somebody somewhere in your life was loving on you and you turned that person down for one reason or another. And I would bet $100 on it that I'm right. I bet $100 that I'm right. Yeah, while you were dating. Some guy out there had a regular degular job, was a regular degular dude, uh, looked at you and thought you were the bee's knees. He's like, absolutely. Yeah, let's do it. Let's link up. Let's go ahead and put finances together. We believe in the same religion. Let's take it on. Let's go. Let's take this journey on. And you were like, you know what, Marcus? Let's call him Marcus. You know what, Marcus? Look here, Mark. Mark, can I call you Mark? Look here, Mark. It's just not going to happen. And you couldn't even give him a reason why. Yes, he did. And I didn't believe him. Yeah, you couldn't give him a reason why. You didn't believe him. I'm going to tell you why you didn't believe him. Because you had other guys who were saying the same thing. And this is where hypergamy kicked in. You thought that all these guys are coming at me. I'm going to wait and pick the best candidate. The one who makes the most money, the one who's the tallest, the one who doesn't have any children, the one who's not divorced, boom. And that guy that you wanted went with another program. He chose somebody else. Somebody who was prettier, somebody who didn't have kids, somebody who lived closer to him, somebody who was more traditional than you, somebody who was physically better looking to you, somebody whose family accepted him more than your family accepted him. So blah, 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 numbers. It's all statistics. The same thing you did is the same thing he did. He married someone else, and I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know you. And I just told you what happened in your life. How is this possible? It's because statistics, the numbers don't lie. This is happening over and over and over, and you women are making the same bad decisions over and over and over, and it's coming from your mother, and it's a good chance that you might have children. And being that there's more women that are born, there's more girls on the planet than there are boys, is a good chance if you got more than one child, then at least one child is a female. And here's the ugly part about this. That female is looking at the way you're being treated and the way you're treating men. And she's learning from you, even though she's not saying anything. Every time you swipe right on a dude, swipe left, and that child is near you, and you're giggling at this guy because he has a skinny nose, this guy has thin lips, this guy has funny eyebrows, that little girl on your shoulder while you're on the couch and laughing at these guys, she's laughing too, and she's doing the same thing. She's going boom, boom. So now she's comparing other people that she sees to what you're saying. And if she meets a little boy, let's just say that she's 8 years old. And I don't know what grade 8-year-olds are in, but she goes to school. She's looking around at her choices of boys, and there's some little boy who likes her. She looks at the little boy and she remembers exactly what you said. His nose is too skinny. His lips are too thin. He's too short. He's too this. And she does that all in a split second and goes, bam, no. Absolutely not. And then she looks around the same classroom and she looks at the boy who has the same criteria that you liked. And she says, I want that one, except that one already taken. And from 8 years old, she does the same thing over and over and over and over again until she gets out of high school, and then she gets into college, and then she gets out of college, and then she's 27, and then she's 30, 39, and her choices have diminished to almost zero. All because she watched what you did, and you pre-programmed her by the way that you treat men. Why would I bash women? You must have been looking at some of my other videos and thought, he's just a woman basher. Well, you can get that perspective when you're not looking at everything holistically. I'm not here to bash women. I'm here to tell you, like I've been telling you for years, if you don't get your act together, you're going to be left behind. That's just it. Listen, I am an average looking guy. The only thing that's not average about me is my height. I'm 6'2", but I'm an average looking guy. Okay, this puts me in average. All right, and this is without combing my hair and whatever. But I'm an average looking guy. Average. And I get hit on, believe it or not. And I'm in my 50s. I still get hit on every now and then. I'm an average looking guy. So my perspective, when I speak personally, because I like to speak on things personally, I speak from an average guy's perspective. And if I see the system failing the average man because of what the government has done or what the government has told us and what society is telling us, if I see the average man pulling away from females, even pretty females, females who got money, females who are pretty, I see that if I, being an average guy, am like, you're too much of a risk. If I'm saying you're too much of a risk, I don't want to do this. And then I see other guys going, I'd rather be by myself. You're not worth it. Then society's in trouble. Because I'm the average guy. There's more of me than there is anybody else. I'm average. There's more average, statistically speaking. There's more average men than there are anyone else. And if we are finished, we're defeated, we're tired, we're no longer interested, because we know the chore of taking on a relationship. If we're finished, then society's in trouble. You just need some male grooming and you look good. Well, thank you. I thought you were in your no, I'm in my 50s. That's because I don't have any gray hair. It'll grow and then it'll fall off. Yeah, I don't groom a lot because I really don't go anywhere. The only thing I really do, when I'm in front of people is the, grocery store. I don't date. I don't really care to, I would love to have I say this all the time. It sounds, very male, but I miss titties. I do. I miss a nice pair of titties. I do. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't miss what comes with it. I just don't miss it. I don't miss the arguments. I don't miss the police. I don't miss the lies. I don't miss the spiritual binding. I don't miss, hurt people acting a fool. I don't miss any of that. I don't. I don't know who that is, but I'm going to say thank you. Let me style you. Fix up that background. You are appealing. Fix up what background? What back here? With this? It's just a couple sweaters. Just my keyboard and a couple sweaters. And over here where I'm a little food and my refrigerator. Yeah, it's not gonna change. It's you know what this is? You know what you're looking at? Comfort. See, my house isn't dirty to me. Send me your location and let's focus on communication. Communicating, guy singer. I don't understand. Guy singer, what are you saying? Well, okay. Where are you from? Because yeah, where you from? What city do you live in? What's your information? I'll give you my email. Yeah, I'll give you my email. You can email me. Yeah, what do you look like? I don't know anything about you. And I've been hit on here before. You know? I'm not gonna lie about that. But I'm a very artsy dude, so sometimes I remember one of my ex cleaned up my house one day and I came home and it was all clean. And I didn't like it. Then I found out why she cleaned it. It's because she brought another guy over there and slept with him. I didn't figure it out till months later. Oh, you're in Chicago. You're about 5 hours from me. Well, I'll give you my email address. You show me what you look at. What part of Chicago? South suburb? Okay, there you go. How old are you? You got kids? Like, what's the deal? I want to know what you look like. So here's my email. Yeah. So I just, oh, you're 42. There you go. Got a couple kids. How many kids you got? Let me guess. You got two sons and a daughter. Just a guess. Oh, one? You got a girl. Most likely it's a girl. And she's what, 23? One daughter. How old is she? How old's your daughter? Oh. Oh, okay. 9. Oh. You got a Sprite. That's what I call, kids under 10. They're sprites to me. You got a little Sprite going on. All right. So life is still, she's still keeping you on your toes. Well, shoot, ain't nothing wrong with that. You're not an empty nester. That's cool. Yeah, so what happened to your last dude? Where's her dad at? Where's her dad? What do you do for? I'm gonna tell you, I don't make a lot of money, honey. I just hold on to the money I get. Like I got $100 yesterday. I got $100. What was it? Yeah, yesterday, right? And when I got my little $100, I was like, yeah, I got $100. And I have no plans on spending that. And I really wanted some chicken from this little chicken place. Man, I took my ass downstairs and I cooked some food. I try to hang on to my little money. Not yet. He helps take care of it though. Oh, there it is. I like when the dad is still active in the child's life. I got a daughter. Me and her are not in each other's life. That was her decision. That's fine with me. I got tired of chasing her. But she's older. She's 26, 27. Yeah, she's her mother's child. But yeah, I don't make a lot of money. But I be holding on to my cash, man. I be in the kitchen cooking. I got to cook every day for myself because I love to go to, got a little Italian spot down the street. I'll be going down there, get a little especially when an episode of Game of Thrones or a good movie comes out. Like I love to sit here and watch my movies, man. I love that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Got me a big old pasta. So that's my thing. I hit the gym. I still got a little gut though. I hit the gym. Yeah, shoot me an email. Show me what you look like. Suburbs of Chicago, huh? What do you do for a living? I'm telling you right now, I'm a disabled veteran. I'm not in a wheelchair. I can stand. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't running nowhere. I can stand and, I move around appliances. That's my hustle. Appliances. So I flip, refrigerators and washers and dryers. I have a little storage unit. And that's my hustle. What I'm thinking about I'm thinking about selling insurance because I can't keep up with the refrigerators. They're hard to move by themselves, So I'm thinking about giving that up. But I gotta have something to replace it. But yeah, I'm a disabled veteran. Yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't make a lot of money. I just be holding on to it. Nah, man. What do you do? You got an office job? What are you nurse? You're a nurse. Are you a nurse? Healthcare. Okay. Are you a nurse? Okay. All right. So what you do in healthcare? What do you do? Oh, CNA. See, I was close. I was close. CNA, nurse. I mean, what? 2 more years of college, you get your LPN. 1 more year, RN. A year after that, you get your whatever it is back in yeah, see, yeah, you're gonna be a nurse. See, I knew it. I've been meeting a lot of nurses lately. Yeah, you're a nurse. Yeah, it's all good. You're going, you're going, you're gonna be a nurse. Nurse makes good money. Good money. Absolutely. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Lots of hours. Lots of hours. I'll be working. But heck yeah, I'm looking up how much an RN makes here at one of our hospitals. They have one making around $84,000. Oh, well, why are you such a happy dating coach? Well, I don't have, it's the same reason why I look young. I'm like a pimp. Nah. It's the same reason why I look young. I don't have a lot of stress in my life. I don't. I don't stress over a lot of things. I don't have a lot of stress. So, I do it. And I'm going to tell you something. I have a lot of downtime. Oh, a poor man's podcast. Yeah. Yeah, but I don't get a lot of views. And you see, I don't, and here's another thing I don't do. When those guys make those, when they make their podcast, and stuff like that, they go, hit the like button, make sure you subscribe. Man, I'm not. Look, if you want to be here, you're going to be here. If you like what you hear, you're going to hit the like button. And then when they go live, they ask for money. Look, if you want to give me a donation, that's fine. But I'm not gonna ask for it. I figure whatever I'm saying, if that's what you want to do, that's fine. I don't. It's just not what I want to do. I don't want to sit up here and I don't want to feel like I'm hustling people. But if that's what they do, I accept it, and keep rocking on. I just don't. I get my little YouTube check like once a year. I get a check from YouTube once a year. I'm not making no money on YouTube, but am a hermit. So when it comes to talking to people, sometimes this is how I do it, and it's cool for me. It's safe. I mean, I can meet up with people, but I find out that people don't like me after a short time. They're intimidated by me. I'm not a small person. I'm 283 pounds. I'm not small. So some people get intimidated by me. Women have a strange reaction to me I don't comprehend it. Kids are cool with me though. Kids, yeah. Teenagers are cool for the most part. Teenagers are like, they look at me as just a old man. Mommy, who's the old man? And it's good with me because I'm a cool old man. So, but people, they don't. I don't know. It's something about them, So I'm tired of guessing what it is. I don't even look you up on Facebook. Check your email. Okay. Are you about to go? All right, hold on a second so I can check this out and give you my opinion. They're like, okay, you got a little Action Jackson going on here. It didn't come through yet. Starting off best friend. It didn't come through yet, love. Sign your name. Cross my. Yeah, it didn't come through yet. You sure you got the right email address? Let me see what you said. Check your email. Don't show anyone. I'm average at best. And nothing wrong with being average at best. Hey, if that one, listen, everybody hated on Kevin Samuels because he told that girl she was average at best. And to me, that woman should have been like, you know what, thank you. But I don't know what happened where every woman thinks that they're beauty queens now. There's a reason why there's an award that goes to, beauty queens, the most beautiful person. There's a reason why there's a Miss America, Miss Universe. There's a reason why that is, because you are what's most attractive in this world. Not every woman can have that quality that you have. You look great in a bathing suit. You speak well, you're elegant, you walk elegant, you're athletic, you have a great talent, you're beautiful on the face, you're well shaped. Not every woman looks like this, but to tell these women who are 300 pounds and 5'1" that they're not beauty queens is, you need to be excommunicated from, society when you tell a woman the truth. You look at a woman morbidly obese. You tell her, listen, you're morbidly obese, and if you don't get your act together, you're gonna die soon. Everybody's like, you're wrong, get in there. But yet, they'll let this woman eat herself into oblivion, and then when she dies at the age of 26 years old, everybody's like, sorry about your luck. All those women, sorry, sister girl, you're on. It's like, no, you could have told her the truth, like Kevin Samuels was telling them. Tell your friends the truth. Tell your family members the truth. You're fat. And if you don't cut it out, your arteries are going to clog up. You're going to catch a heart attack and you're going to die. And you're not going to be around for us to enjoy you anymore. Look, I'm fat. I'm 283 pounds. I'm fat. But I'm fat because I got into a car accident and I'm a disabled veteran. I can't go out and run anymore. I used to run the mile all the way up until my 30s. I used to run a mile. 2013, got into a head-on collision. Boom. Guy crossed lanes. Bam. There went all my running. I can't run like I used to. I can't do it. My knees are killing me. My back hurts. Spinal stenosis. I can't do it. I can move something heavy like once, but I can't. I used to work at a car factory. I tried to go back to work. I couldn't even do it. I tried. I can't do what I used to do. And the doctor was like, you're not going to be able to do these things. And I can't. I wake up in pain. I go to bed in pain. I'm in pain. I wake up 6, 7 times a night. I'm just, it messed me up. I can't do it. But nonetheless, I don't sit around and go, I'm just going to be morbid. No, I see what's happening. I shadow box. In the morning and the evening while I'm watching my movie, I shadow box, I get down, I do my push-ups, I go to the gym because I still want to be strong. If I'm going to be a fat guy, I'm going to be a strong fat guy. It says address not found. TPAL7938 at Yahoo. Oh, you left. You're not here anymore. Well, give me your email address. Ah, she left. What's the address not found? Sign your name. Anyways, I think everybody's gone. Yeah, 2007-938. 2007-938. I want you to be my sign your name, yeah. I want you to be my baby, sign your name. Oh, oh, Running out as friend. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my baby. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my shoot up, up, shoot up, sign your name. I tried to look up on YouTube. See if I can find you, but I can't find you. All think she's left. Anyway, positive vibes has left and room. Pin a message. Positive Vibes says she's average at best. And we appreciate the honesty. And I'm going to come back and talk about the Shanquilla Robinson situation.